Welcome. I think it's Saturday, the 6th of January. Not actually sure. It's actually amazing that I can make this video. I'll explain why very shortly. It's also a handy tip I wish to share with you as well. So let me explain the process first of all. That is, in this particular case, winter time, winter sunshine. The solar panel is not getting enough to charge the battery, or there may be a problem with the battery. I'm not actually sure at this precise moment. So I observed there's an inconvenience, shall we say, and I thought no more about it. The answer came. Now, what I'm finding more and more, sorry, I had to cough there. What I'm finding more and more, I look at the beauty of the timing of the flash of the flames as the fire comes back to life. It's sort of almost like the universe is reflecting, shall we say, what I'm going to share. So there's a bit of an inconvenience. So all you do, you observe it. You don't focus on worrying about how to solve it. Now what I find happens is you get pictures come into the mind. Your higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call it, will give you the answer. And this is, I feel, is a real big one. Now, I ain't going to charge for sharing this information, but if it helps and you would like to give a donation, I could really do with it at the moment, to be honest. But I'm sharing the information anyway, regardless. So if you've got one of those small battery packs, about the size of a device, a cell phone, and it's got like a solar panel on it, if you get it the height of the solar panel on the device level with a stick candle flame, and on the other side of it put a small mirror, you will find that the solar panel on the device will work. The results I have found, now earlier on I had 35% charge on this phone. It took just over 2 hours to get to 100% charge, and that is just with one stick candle, not even the whole candle. So give it a try. Stand the little solar panel device. I can't actually show you in this light, so hopefully tomorrow I can actually do a minute short that repeats this and you can actually see the visual of it. But effectively, I've got a candle in a stick candle in a holder. It's quite high, so I've actually got a couple of house bricks, and then with another house brick, so I can lean the charger against it. So it's about maybe, I don't know, inch and a half, 2 inches. It's angled slightly back, and there's no sort of real heat coming out from the flame at the sides. The heat is only at the top. So there's no danger of melting the battery pack. And I thought, well, we can double up the light by putting the mirror the other side, a small mirror, and then that's going to reflect back. Whether that actually helps, I'm not sure, but it's quite amazing that it's managed to do 70% charge just from one or part of a stick candle. So that is my tip. So if you're stuck and you need to charge a device, obviously nothing too major like a laptop or anything like that, it's just not going to cut it. But even a couple of tea lights, this works as well. I've been doing a few experiments to see which is the most optimum way of doing this. So I hope that helps some of you out there anyway. It is all following this process of just observing and not focusing on, oh, that's going to run out, that's going to do this, oh, how am I going to solve that? Because what you mind about becomes matter. The mind creates the matter. It is human thought that actually creates this reality. So, by trying to think your way out of it, as Ken Wheeler says, you can't think your way out of a thinking box. Another way of expressing this is you're eating from the apple of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. You're then labeling something as good or bad, or, oh, that's not, that's disappointing. And then, of course, the conscious mind, the lower mind, will try and figure out ways. But far better, just observe. Don't allow the emotions to run wild and then start getting into the worry mode. That's the worst thing you can do. That old saying about we are our own worst enemies, well, that's referring to your lower conscious mind that will try and figure these things out and actually go down completely the wrong path. It's basically the Hansel and Gretel story being shown there as well. So I thought now I've done a few experiments and I can share a really good result. I thought, let's go for it. And this candle flame will actually recharge the chargers, even if you haven't got anything connected. But if you've got, say, a charger that doesn't work as it should do, but it will take some charge, you can be charging it up from the candle flame, and you can also then be charging a device intermittently from that battery pack as well. So you don't necessarily need a sunny day. We had a day of rain the other day, so that didn't help the situation. But was it necessity is the mother of creation, and creation, mother. Notice how it's divine feminine? This is what's rising. Now, if you look at the external world, at the show that's being put on, I think what you'll see is this rise of very strong feminine or female characters in the world of royalty, in the world of politics, and so on. Now, I say female because obviously there's speculation on the whole transgender thing across the film world of Hollywood and so on. But just step back from that for a moment, because it's a rabbit hole. But what actually is being shown to you? This is the thing. The answer is actually very, very simple. The more you look into anything, the more you're going to find. Seek and ye shall find. That applies whether you're looking for that inner core truth, finding out who you are, or you're looking externally. Whatever you go looking for, the nature of this reality will just provide you more and more of whatever you're looking for, which you will then feel it justifies and validates your point of view. But the answer is actually very simple with this whole transgender story. It's basically it's reflecting and guiding humanity. What it's actually saying is, look below the surface. Don't judge things on the superficial level, because go beyond that and you'll find the truth is far from what you expected. And I think that is put across rather well in many, many videos about what appears to be a woman actually turns out to be a man. I'm not going to get into speculation of who is, who isn't. There's many videos if you really want to look at that sort of thing, but effectively that is all that is being shown. And also, don't forget, while you are going down any one of these rabbit holes, you're not actually doing the inner work, because that is where all the answers are. As I said before, the term gatekeeper. Well, who is the gatekeeper? It's like, who is the one? Well, it's everyone potentially. Everyone is also potentially a gatekeeper. Because if your conscious mind will say, that's not possible, you've limited yourself straight away. You are your own gatekeeper. And again, comes back to that saying, you are your own worst enemy. So, don't forget, as a summary, little solar battery pack, a stick candle, and a mirror, and a way of balancing these things. Safety first with a candle flame, of course. Don't want any mishaps and burnings and things. I wouldn't leave a candle unattended. That would be my advice with that one, and just monitor it. And also let me know how you get on. Has it helped give you a solution? And once again, any donations will be very gratefully received. So I shall say love to you all, and hopefully the visual has warmed you, because I know some parts of the world you're not having a very good time of it with the cold and the wet. We've actually had blue skies and sunshine again. Yesterday it changed, it started off raining, and it's like, no, this is not acceptable. I'm going to visualize and feel the sun on my face, and just ask myself, how would I feel if I could feel that sun on my face right now? And it's something I've done many times before, so it's easy enough it's a very easy manifestation, but it's like everything. You've got to keep practicing at it to master it. Love to you all.